our task at hand. Let's check the armor for Toledo steel. And then we're gonna head over to the weaponsmith.
Greetings. What do you need?
Trade.
I'll have a look at the...
So, materials. Toledo steel. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Do you want to sell anything to you? I don't think I have anything to sell. Yeah.
Thank you, sir. And come again.
I probably will. So, question is... Can I really just use saddler? Is it you? Oh, you're the saddler. Okay. What do you have? Noble's belt and pouch. Gives us higher charisma. Instead of the knights, let's take those. Ravante saddle. Brittle of the Holy Roman Empire. Okay. Here. Tournament brittles. Breeches. Dragon saddle. We just buy most expensive. Crocavonian saddle. Unique saddle of significant extent cantle decoration fenders. However, the generous extension of the carrying capacity brings it with the reduction of speed of the animal. Dragoon saddle. Interesting.
I'm glad you found what you were looking for.
Thank you kindly. So, I'm gonna straight up go from knights to nobles belts. And use that for everything. There we go. You can sell the other stuff. So, armorer. Weaponsmith should be around here. There we go. The weaponsmith. Trade. Dueling longsword. I'm gonna make something even better. Mister. Even better. So.
What can you do, sir?
That is, if I can use the smithy. That's the question. Start blacksmithing. There we go. Reforged Ratzig's Kobila sword. Let's do it. Make it even better. But shouldn't it use the sword that we have already instead of a new metal piece? Kind of inconvenient. If you ask me. Put it out to heat, baby. So quite some time. Heating up. So I heated up a little bit too much. So.
take a while yet.
So, back to the forge. We're heating back up. We're gonna do the other side. Heat it up, baby. Burn it, burn it, burn it. Burn, burn it, burn it.
Burn it.
To the anvil. Maybe too hot. Rotate the piece. There we go. Boom. There we go. We have it. Oh, wrong button. Quench it. Let's look at this masterpiece. It looks quite rough in this shape, but let's see. We forged a Radsix Kabbalah's sword, quality 3. I think could have done it master quality if I would have screwed up with the heating. It's already doing a lot more Daka, 170. Can I reforge it more often? No. And we got an achievement for that. You've reforged the sword you've been searching for so long. Reforged achievements. Well, there's a lot of achievements that are not have been yet found or done. So thanks a lot for letting me be here and forging my sword for free without even yapping at me. Good, we have to head up north from here. It is automatically equipped, isn't it? No, it's not. I have to re-equip it. That's what it seems like. So, this direction. There's some shrine. We still have the buff going on, so don't need to make the prayers. How are we doing on nourishment? 78. Could have some roast chicken. Very bad. Fried trout. And some nope. Good. I'm gonna overdo it. Jewish quarters in Gutenberg. They have their own quarters, apparently.
Be careful.
There's some mining happening. Synagogue. Can I go in here, or is this private? Ekki Shalom. Shalom. Nar, Tobiadri. Meidl. Samuel and Moses. I'm looking for you, John of Liechtenstein.
Who are you?
Sholem, are you lost? Or what would a goy want here?
I know what a goy is.
What do you think goy means?
It means you do not belong here.
It means nation in Hebrew. So you're just as much a goy as I am.
Good one. A goy lecturing a Jew on Hebrew. All right. But I suggest you do not repeat it around these parts. Not everyone is as tolerant as I. So, what do you want?
I'm looking for someone called Samuel.
What do you want with him?
Is that you?
There are many Samuels here. And if I'm not good enough for you, I'm afraid nobody else will talk to you.
Is that so?
Right. I'm looking for John of Liechtenstein. I heard you, this Samuel, might know something about it.
I'm sure Samuel knows a lot. But I do not see why he should tell you.
Because it isn't just anyone looking for him.
It isn't just anyone looking for Liechtenstein. It'd be better for Samuel to say what he knows, if he doesn't want any unnecessary trouble.
I do not care who sent you. You will not impress me like that. We play by my rules here.
So how can I impress you?
Impressions are worth nothing. I'm only of interest to you Goyim when you need something. To you, I'm just a dirty Jew.
All right. What do you suggest?
An exchange. Something in return. I have this one problem none of my people can fix.
That is?
You probably know that my people face outbreaks of hatred from time to time.
Yeah.
A house is plundered, people beaten up, sometimes murdered. Usually it is started by some scum spreading rumors that we eat Christian babies or poison wells. They always find some excuse.
I haven't heard that one before.
Never heard anything like that before.
You must be deaf then. In any case, that is how it is. I have heard that such people are meeting in an
Christian
old
children.
abandoned house by the wall in the mining district. I need someone to get among them, find out what they are planning, and warn us in good time.
Sounds dangerous.
Sounds pretty dangerous.
A lot less dangerous than showing your face here. Trust me.
Will they trust me?
Won't they be suspicious?
Why? Their kind usually are not too bright. You just have to curse the Jews and say you want to join them. Do not worry. They will not check if you are circumcised.
All right. I'll do it. And then you'll tell me all about Liechtenstein.
Agreed. They usually meet at the start of the day.
Okay.
At the start of the day according to my calendar or yours?
I see you're in the know. At the start of my day, so when the first 3 stars come out.
Right. So they meet after sunset. The miners' district, an abandoned house with a small yard by the ramparts.
That's right. I reckon you can still catch up with them there today, if you get them to let you join them. Try and find out what they're planning, and then come and see me, and you'll have fulfilled your side of the deal.
That is, okay. And then you'll tell me what I want to know.
And then you'll tell me how to find Liechtenstein?
That was my promise. And I keep my promises.
Okay. Fair enough. Infiltrate the anti-Semites meeting. Was this World War II all over again? Much just having a piss at the corner of the house. Sorry. I'm out of here. I thought it's an alleyway. But apparently it wasn't. jump on this here? I can't. Okay. I can't parkour out of this. I'm jumping over the slider. Damn it. So, because we have to stick to the main road, did we find a pathway to the left? Or to get lost even more. Pretty massive. The whole region. So, it's midday. I wonder who is looking for me. Can I not jump up here and then over the fence? No? Okay. Ooh, what are we cooking, Denny? Also, Han, are you playing as well, Kitty RPGs? Hence the question of yours. I take it the answer is yes. I love how as a gamer we run diagonally looking in different directions when we're looking for something. Can you imagine people running in real life? Like we're doing game? No. I could not imagine it. Wait for the meeting to start. Let's see. It looked hilarious, and we probably hit some walls or something like that. Wait, the meeting is, the meeting won't begin until after sunset. Wait. Is it 4 more hours? I think it's around 8. And in between here, the first 3 stars shown on that. Although he said his calendar, so could be wrong. Well, that's the poopy place. Okay, nothing happened so far. We are going over here into the dark. Another hour. Night pulled on. There we go. Meow.
Hey! Hey! Open up! Open up!
Well, what are you doing, Moishe?
Foot's a capora, piece of junk. Never mind. We'll cut this shit down.
What?
Scher dich zum Teufel!
Oh my god!
You know,
There's the Jew again.
you've got a saying for moments like this. If you can't bite, don't show your teeth. You should never have come snooping around where you don't belong. That Philistine Sigismund has sent all sorts of bastards and spies after me.
Look, I'm not...
But I have to say, you're about the cheekiest mamser of them all, asking me straight out about Liechtenstein.
But I'm not... I'm not Sigismund's spy.
Oh, you're not. So whose spy are you then?
I was sent by Sir Radzig Cobbler. Liechtenstein knows him.
A nice tale. Can you prove it?
Yeah, my sword. It's got Sir Radzig's crest on it.
Well, unfortunately for you, I haven't the slightest ahnung who that is.
Are we losing their sword now?
Jakob, wait. I've changed my mind.
But just looking at the sword.
He's coming with us.
Damn it. I wonder what happened if we would have won the fight.
Wait, who is that somewhere?
We will soon find out. Let us in.
Oh crap, are we getting tortured?
Or the neighbor's daughter, any dirt you can dig up. Off you go! Oh, who have you brought now, Sam?
I'm not entirely sure, but he says he knows you and absolutely insisted he had to talk to you.
Oh, Liechtenstein.
Ah. Of course. Henry. Lord Capon of Perkstein's page. We met on my visit to Rattay. He's all right.
Lord Capon's escort and bodyguard.
Quite. Quite. Oh, but tell me, what brings you here?
Well, that's quite a long story, sir.
Well, I've got plenty of time, and actually I enjoy long stories. You know why? Because they demand a lot of wine.
I guess skull to dead then.
Please, take a seat and tell me everything.
We just got completely banged up. I wonder how it would be going if we win the fight.
If I'm not mistaken, Jobst sent you to von Berkhoff with a message. How did that go?
Horrible. In a word, badly.
In a word, badly.
Oh, how's that?
I hardly know where to start. I'm lucky to be alive. In any case, neither von Berghoff nor the League of Lords are planning to join Jobst.
Good God. I need a drink now.
Why is Liechtenstein's cheek glittering?
But did you manage to deliver the message in the end?
Precisely. Elaborate. Let's do elaborate.
Yes, but it was touch and go.
I like exciting stories.
Well, you'll love this one then. Apart from being ambushed and almost killed, Capon ended up on the gallows for poaching.
A nobleman on the gallows for poaching?
It was a mistake.
It was a mistake, of course. He really did have a noose round his neck, though. But it all worked out in the end.
Good gracious! But tell me, who ambushed you?
Oh, that's interesting as well. Istvan Toth and some others.
What? That sneaky rat from Talmberg? He's still alive?
Not anymore.
You? Well done. Let's drink to that.
Death to the enemy.
Kind of funny how the others
What
have
happened
goblets and he's drinking from a tankard. Well, we attacked. They also attacked Bergov.
Von Bergov was attacked around the same time by the same men, so we thought we were on the same side as him. And we wanted to help him catch the bandits as a goodwill gesture.
Why didn't he catch them himself?
He tried. We found out for him that the bandits were holed up at Nabokov. When he sent his soldiers to their lair, we went with them. We wanted to be there and get Istvan.
And that's where you killed him?
No. We were nearly killed ourselves. Again.
By Istvan?
No, he wasn't there. The bandits were led by a fella who fucked us right up, and von Bergov's entire force, too. He lured us into a trap and slaughtered everyone. Me and Capon were the only survivors.
It sounds like your guardian angel never gets a moment's rest.
Yeah, there was some luck in it. But it was more that Zizka knew he could get a ransom for Capon.
Wait, Zizka? He's the one who almost killed you.
Yeah? Do you know him?
You know him?
Of course I do. Zizka is in the service of Prokop of Luxembourg, King Wenceslas's cousin.
Aye, we found that out as well.
And what the hell was Istvan Toth doing with him?
It turned out he was spying for von Bergov. But he didn't do a great job, fortunately. Otherwise, I wouldn't be here.
I am starting to get confused.
That makes two of us. Maybe we'll understand better if we get drunk.
You're not holding back, I see. Your health, then. After Zizka took us prisoner, it finally became clear we were on the same side. And Istvan had to flee.
So when did you kill that bastard?
Not till some time later. Just when we thought we were out of the woods and Istvan was gone, he appeared outside the walls of Nabokov again, with von Bergov and Markvart von Aulitz. Von Aulitz was on his way to Kuttenberg with reinforcements for Sigismund. And with the finger of God.
With the what?
A bombard.
Good lord!
Have you ever seen one? I hadn't, until they used it against us.
I've heard about the bombard. An infernal weapon. Then what?
A very tragic one. They blew up the tower and took us prisoner.
We didn't have a chance. They blew the tower to pieces and took us all prisoner. They took us to Trotsky and tortured us. But with the help of a woman who works with Zizka, we managed to escape.
Zizka. That man always has a trick or two in reserve.
Thank God. While we were making our escape, I crossed paths with Toth, and finally took my revenge for everything he did.
Dull moment with you, I see. To happy endings, then.
I'm not sure what a happy ending that is, but it's cool.
And where is Lord Capon? Or should I call him the Prince of Poachers?
Well, the most fitting thing to call him would be hostage, because that's what he is now.
A hostage?
That's right. Von Bergov took him with him. And that's why I'm here, in fact.
Your original plan went badly awry, I must say.
Oh, very badly. You can see that again.
You can say that again.
For my part, I'm forced into hiding, as you've probably noticed. They're after me as if I owed taxes. If only I knew what Jobst would say.
I know exactly what he'd say as that happens.
You do?
I spoke to Jobst just after we arrived at Suchdal. He expressly forbade me to look for you, or try to rescue Capon.
That damned... Did he say why?
Aye. He said you can look after yourself. And as a nobleman, Capon has nothing to fear in captivity.
Ah, Jobst.
Is that right or not? I see his
I
point.
must admit, I see his point. He has plans. He wants to take advantage of the truce while it lasts. And he doesn't want to provoke Sigismund into starting warring again. And he's probably right about Capon. Nobody's going to throw away the chance of a fat ransom, or waste a nice opportunity for blackmail.
It's true I can take care of myself, but the old schemer could at least have warned me, whatever his plans might be.
Zizka sees Jobst as a pain in the arse, too. I mean, he's not fond of him. And he doesn't approve of his plan.
Then I expect he and I will see eye to eye. Although I prefer a different strategy to braining all and sundry with a mace. Even so, what brings you to me? You didn't take this risk just to tell me what Jobst is like, or that I should carry on with what I'm doing.
No.
No. My first concern is to rescue Lord Capon, whatever schemes Jobst is dreaming up.
And then...
And then... It's about your safety as well.
And also, it's about your safety.
My safety?
You know, they tortured us. Zizka, Godwin and me. They asked about Jobst's plans and about you. I'd have held out, but Godwin... He told them where you were.
Where I am? In this city, you mean? That's not such a terrible betrayal. Kuttenberg is a big city. It's like looking for a needle in a haystack.
Not that they have not tried. They almost caught you a couple of times. If it were not for my people.
That's true, of course. But I'm not going to bear a grudge. The executioner always gets what he wants. And if he hadn't, we wouldn't be talking right now.
That is true. I apologize.
I apologize.
No need. It's not your fault. Nevertheless, let's turn the page. Capon. How do you plan to free him?
That's exactly why I came to see you.
Oh. How's that?
Because you might know.
Because you move in certain circles.
And...
You conspire. You hear all the rumors.
So?
So you might know where they're holding him.
Sigismund confiscated the property of some burghers and noblemen in the city when they opposed him, and he divided the property up between his loyal followers. He seized Malashov Fortress from the Ruthards, for instance.
Okay.
And didn't you say, Sam, that he gifted it to von Berkhoff?
Yes, that is so.
That was before von Berkhoff was in these parts. But if he's here now, where else would he be but in Malashov? And if von Berkhoff is there...
That's where his captive will be.
Correct. Capon is at Malashov Fortress.
Oh, wow. I was going to free him then.
Well, it'll be tougher than I thought, but that can't be helped. I'm gonna have to get him out of there somehow.
I admire your keenness, but...
But that is the most insane idea I've heard so far today.
You can't just launch an assault on Malashov. It's a strong fortress. We'll need a cunning plan.
Or long ladders and lots of men. That could be arranged, maybe.
Careful! Jobst ordered us not to stir up trouble. And this would be serious trouble. But if Capon simply vanished...
Vanished how, exactly?
I don't know yet. But like I said, Malashov belonged to the Ruthards. And I'm sure they're not keen on the new tenant. I think if you pay a visit to Sir Kunslin Ruthard and convince him you have common interests, he'll be happy to think up a solution with you.
Like what?
Who knows? Perhaps Lord Ruthard knows of a back door into his old home. And he might not be averse to an arrangement with someone who will help him take revenge.
Someone like you.
Well, I wouldn't get my hopes up. But it's the best we've got, and there's no harm in trying. Where can I find this Kunzlin?
Sigismund seized his fortress, but, surprisingly, he let him keep his palace in the city. It's right next to the Italian court.
All right. I'll give it a go.
Once you have some news, you know where to find me. Is there anything you want to know before you go?
Where are we, in fact?
Come to think of it, I've no idea where we actually are.
Of course. I'd forgotten how you got here.
We're in the Jewish quarter, in the basement of the King Solomon Tavern, below my tavern. Goyim do not just wander in here, but I will tell my people you are with us.
Okay.
Thanks a whole lot.
And thanks a lot for the bruises as well. I'll go to see Ruthard.
All right. I'll set off now.
Good luck. It was good to see you again, Henry. And be careful. There's bound to be spies swarming around the palace. This city isn't safe.
Tell me about it. Danger is my daily bread these days.
Wait a moment. We have something that belongs to you, I think. Your sword.
Yeah, please.
Ah. Yes. That's a fact.
I must say, it is a fine piece of work. Where did you get it?
My father Radzik Kobela gave it to me. No, my father Martin gave it to me.
My father gave it to me. He was a blacksmith and a swordsmith. In Scallis. It's the last sword he ever forged.
Ah. I am sorry. In any case, here it is. Take care of it.
I will. Don't worry.
Don't worry, I just lost it prior. Into the underworld via Argento. God, we are pretty banged up, I have to say. Energy is not looking so good either. Chamomile brew. Let's take that. Where the hell are we? Oh, no. It's even further down into the undergrounds. So, did Ruthard. Ended up with turkey sausage on my English muffin. That sounds delicious, if you ask me. So let's move up here. Solomon's Tavern. What? Here. Out the door. I think we are outside. Yes, we are. Okay. My sleeping place would be good. Sounds delicious, Denny. Hangman's Halter Tavern. We could head over there and take a rest in the tavern. I think. Or maybe just munch something. Like some meat and some dried perch. Kills us a little bit as well. Perfect. So we don't necessarily need to rest. Good-o. Onwards we go. that the palace? No, this looks like a church. To me, it's a cathedral. Discovered the smuggler's den. For the gods? Wait, can we go inside of the cathedral? Is that doable? Probably not yet. Does anyone of you might know, in terms of percentage, how far we are in the game? We're pretty banged up, so push the blood off. What is it, man? We're barking and coming over here. Nothing? Okay. We are closer to the end. That doesn't help, is he? I'm excited my new motorbike shows up today. Oh, nice one, Benny. Nice. So. Going from Liechtenstein, my best option is to rescue Lord Keeper and second the Kunslin Ruthard. Wealthy nobleman. Let's have a chat.
I have not changed my answer. I will not sell you the rights to my mines. Not today, not tomorrow, nor in 100 years. You will not get your hands on my silver.
You forget, I have influential friends. If you won't sell the mines, you'll lose them. Just like Malishov. Along with your life, if you defy me.
This is breaking out into a duel now.
Mind your step. Two can play that game. Did you really think that I didn't know you were stealing the royal silver, eh? When your self-proclaimed king finds that out, your head will be on the chopping block.
Seize that traitor!
Oh! Who's she?
Not another step.
You'll get yours too, turtle dove. What are you waiting for? Can't you see? They're threatening the Royal Mint Master!
Oh boy. Can I get in armor? So, but this time we have a weapon.
He's one of them! Get him! You should fucking stay there! Stick you like a pig!
Once more, I'll go home.
One down.
Watch out! He's dead!
Two down.
Sort you out nicely.
Yeah!
Stab him.
Nice hit!
Three down.
We'll check you
down.
won't get away with that, bastard! Kill him! Jesus, I'm hit!
We'll finish this quickly. Nice hit.
There we go. Got him. Got him.
Damn. They gave me a going over. Good thing you showed up, lad.
Just a
You
time.
alright, sir? Looks like you took some hits.
It's just a scratch.
Papa! Papa! My God! You're hurt!
I'm all right. What the hell was that, Rosa?
I saved your life. Didn't you notice?
We would have been in the right if you hadn't taken the shot. Now we have the blood of the king's men on our hands. Do you have any idea what this means?
Was I supposed to let one of Sigismund's lackeys insult us in our own home?
And you thought this was a better solution?
You know what? Let's just leave it be. I don't want to argue in front of the young man here. Apologies for the mess, stranger. There aren't usually so many corpses strewn about our courtyard.
Apologies accepted.
Apology accepted.
We'll call the guards and tell them what happened. That Ulrich Vavak and his men attacked us for no reason.
You think that will make them let us off the hook?
Not for free. But knowing young Plymel, the commander of the guard, I'm sure he won't refuse my coin. But back to you, lad. Who are you? And why have you graced us with your visit?
I'm Henry of Scalitz, squire to Lord Capon of Perkstein.
Pleased to meet you. Consulin Ruthard.
You're a squire, not a knight
And
yet.
this feisty creature here is my daughter Rosa.
Like father, like daughter.
Why did your master send you to me, Henry?
He didn't, sir. Unfortunately, he's in enemy captivity.
We're sorry to hear that.
But I plan to rescue him. And I believe you can help me with that.
We can? How?
Lord Capon is held at Malashov.
Our Malashov? I don't envy him. I was planning on fixing the roof before they took it from us. It's full of leaks. I doubt its new master will lift a finger to do anything about it. But tell me, why would I meddle in matters that don't concern me?
We're on the same side.
Well, we all stand on the same side. Against Sigismund.
That is undoubtedly true. I don't like that ginger bastard either. Especially since his people started sticking their fingers in my coffers. But to get involved in something as dangerous as freeing a captured nobleman in a territory conquered by Sigismund?
We have to do something to help. I know it's dangerous.
Dangerous?
Like a fire.
It's madness. What if somebody finds out?
Nobody will know.
Nobody will know.
You haven't been in Kuttenberg for long, have you? The walls have ears here. I'd only end up with my head on the chopping block. And I don't even want to think about what they'd do to Rosa.
That's true. As long as Vavak's breathing down our necks, we have to be careful.
Who is he,
Vavak?
anyway?
Ulrich Vavak von Neuhaus.
Neuhaus.
The new
Sounds German.
mint master appointed by Sigismund himself. He's had it in for us ever since he took over the office. He's been pressuring me to hand over my mining rights. It seems he'd like to see me reduced to a beggar. And now we've killed his men. The king's men. I'll have to reach deep into my pocket to get out of that. Like Rosa said, lad. As long as Vavak is around, my hands are tied. I'm sorry.
He must have a weakness.
Then let's get rid of Vavak. He must have some weakness, right?
There may be one. It's obvious Vavak is getting richer than his office warrants. There are rumors going around that he's stealing the king's silver. He even uses it to mint counterfeit groschen.
Oh my god.
Using a fake die. If Sigismund were to find out, he'd have him executed at once, regardless of his noble blood.
So... you want to blackmail him?
Ah, I see. You want to blackmail Vavak?
It certainly wouldn't hurt to have something on him that would put him in his place for good. Some kind of evidence.
Okay.
But how do we find it?
Some of the silver goes missing somewhere along the way to the mint. And we have to find out where.
Find out? But how? They don't let just anyone into the mines and smelting works.
You're right. Only authorized people are allowed in. Fortunately, we have an ally.
That
My
is?
friend Peter of Pisek. They ousted him from the Mintmaster's office, but his brother Christian remained in the Italian court. He wanted to become the Mintmaster himself, but because of Vavak, he had to settle for the steward's office. He hates him even more than we do on account of it.
And that's saying something.
Christian and I were just talking about his suspicions. He'd welcome any dirt you can dig up on Vavak, just as much as I would. If you go to him and ask for help on my behalf, I'm sure he'll accommodate you. I'll help you free Lord Capon in exchange for evidence of Vavak's fraud. That's fair, isn't it?
All right. It's a deal. I've already met Peter of Pisek, and I know he can be trusted. Let's hope the same goes for his brother.
Excellent. You'll find Christian and Horshan at the estate near the mines. Tell him the password, Via Argentum.
Via
Pot of
Argentum.
silver. He'll know who he's dealing with. But be careful, both of you. This is our last chance to stop Vavak.
We'll be praying for you.
Thank you kindly. Give us a chat more
Take
with
care
Rosa.
of yourself, stranger. I hope you come back to us soon.
I hope so as well. So if I go for this, guys, is it considered plundering? Take the half plates, chainmail. The halberd is kind of heavy. The cattle helmet is worth good money. There we go. All of this we take with us. Schnapps. Peter Mutt. So, helmet. Gauntlets. Brigandine. When. What do we have here? Cattle helmets. That's good. The knight plates are good. Noble brigandine legs. Some Groschen. Some fine one. Okay. Let's see. The noble brigandine legs. Are they better than what I have? They seem to be better than Brunswick's whatsoever. They look silly. And there's not a big of a difference. So we're gonna sell them rather than that. Armor riskets. Goodyear. We have to get evidence of Vavak and talk to Christian of Pishek. So, the word around Kuttenberg is the Mintmaster of Vavak is getting much richer. Oops. Talk to Christian Pishek up there. Okay, so we're going to Grund. That's that. So it is slowly becoming daytime. That means we are heading over to the market square by eating strong Artemisia. There we go. Oops. Wait, we have Thunderstone charm. What kind of buff is that? Player buffs. Thunderstorm charm. We don't know what exactly it does. Okay, interesting. Good. Let's head over there. Then we had armor raw. So an hour of waiting. Still very hard. Another hour. I'm not really sure when they begin their work time. Still not. Is it 8? No. God, do me.
You shouldn't be walking around by yourself. Awful things happen.
Is it 9? Do you have a long morning? Nobody eager to work. Apparently. There we go. Hello.
How may I help?
Trade.
What?
We would like to sell all of this. That. And all of that. And all of that. Anything else? Nope, that was it. So, in terms of buying, Noble Head's basket. Go. Okay, let's haggle.
Word about the price. Well,
I mean, he will not like it. But we're gonna go down all the way. Come on. Can we go faster? I can do the mouse wheel. So I can even get money from him.
How's this?
that's not worth.
It's not worth it, he says. And if I go for 800, then I get 800 instead of paying 1,000 and whatnot.
Do you accept?
We're nearly there. Just lower your price a bit more.
Okay. 700?
You see, I knew we'd make a deal.
Here we go.
I'm glad you found what you were looking for, sir.
We even got some Russian out of this whole deal. And a noble basket instead of Brunswick's one. My. My, look at that. I think I want to keep the cupper's hood off. I could put the noble suit on. With at least green or something like that, or red. Yeah, let's put the green one on. Or red. It's more of the sword and whatnot. Good. Armor kits. Nothing there. Blacksmith. Can repair this thing a little bit. Cobbler, dead one. Gunsmith, it didn't shoot. Marksman thing. Tailor's kit. Beautiful. So, that's that. Now, I'm gonna head out. Let's do... No, we're not gonna fast travel. I'm gonna go west out of the city. Have that fast travel point as well. And then right up the rest of it. We don't need heavy armor on though. This is more than enough. This is more than enough. Welcome back, Danny, from the store. Over to have you. Agent, how you doing? I'm talking to the Burden of Command devs later. I'm obsessed with this game. Tell me more. Why are you obsessed? How you doing, Agent? If we have a mods around, can we please have a shout out for this magnificent man? There's also the Armorara over here.
My respects. Ich bin gleich bei dir.
Hello, Mr. German. What is the most expensive things that you have? Oh, you have all the other things. With colors and whatnot. Look at all that. Oh my goodness gracious. Milanese. Here.
Nothing to your liking.
Wow. If we could have, if we would have the money, we could make quite a nice outfit.
Hear tidings of what is happening in our city. Just as two royal brothers are fighting.
Where does the water come from? Here, in the middle of the city.
Yep, pump. It's a good have been meaning to write them and email back. The story, the pacing, the tactics. Seriously up for my game of the year right now.
Come here.
Nope. I'm not coming to you. Wow. Well, Agent, I guess you'll have plenty of questions to the developers if you are having time and being around. The interview will happen in an hour. For those watching this on YouTube later on, you can check out our dev talks. We have a lot of developers very often as, I want to say prisoners, as guests over. So... There's a Goodwin's ring on. There we go. So from here, we have to follow the pathway. All the way until we hit these little settlements, and from there up north. Okay. So west from here. Beautifully. I think we have like a little shader up at the top because of the helmets. Looks a little bit weird. I think they should take that away. Have the shading thing do appear only if someone puts the helmet down.
Whoa!
No, that's just too early. If you have any questions, please send them over to me if you want to. I can answer them. It's a fancy Henry with his reading glasses. Yeah, I try to make him as close as possible to my humble self. Let's have some dried perch again.
Quick!
I think so as well. It's quite unique the visual novel mix with the 4X, not 4X, with the hexagon strategy behind it, and the whole structure of command from captain to their officers or lieutenants or whatever the hierarchy is. But yeah, the developer can capture the essence of my handsomeness. Shots fired. Why do we have it with this character now as well?
Quick!
It was in general. Very weird.
Quick!
Hello there. Armed guards at the tavern. Weird.
Quick! Go!
It's definitely gonna find its way to YouTube, Agent, so yeah, you can check out the VOD afterwards.
Quick!
Shotski.
Go!
So, moving through here. Okay, we're gonna follow the road until we hit a T-section, and then we go into the left. I'm kind of sad that I started this game a week before, or a week and a half before the hardcore mode came out. I think I would have enjoyed this a lot more without the compass and without orientation help. To actually have to figure out stuff on your own and find your path around and get lost occasionally.
Go!
Because it's normal if you don't know your ways around to get lost.
Whoa! Whoa!
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Just past it.
Last time I rode with some
Over the path. A little camp over here. Let's go for hard mode. No, we're not gonna start again. Maybe if there's like all the DLCs out, Panavision, and the game got some more patches and whatnot, we might revisit it one more for a hardcore playthrough.
Go!
But looking at the overall viewer numbers, it's speaking more against it than anything. Don't know what you just Oblivion is calling. I have mixed feelings about Oblivion, the remaster. I personally think that probably Oblivion will do a better job. Your horse will consume stamina 10% slower when galloping. Let's do that. Sounds good. And then we have a survival skill to put in. Because I'm a wanderer. What is a Heart Seeker? If you hit a target in the chest, your shot will do 10% more damage. The effect of its apply when hitting. The effect will also apply when hitting from behind. Okay. Shooting the chest. Heart Seeker 2. Your shot will do a total of 25% more damage. Plus the heart from behind will also trigger this effect. Okay. I think that. Oblivion sounds good. I mean, it's up to you guys. You have to vote. After this playthrough, though, we're gonna finish our Pathfinder run. First, though, because we started that, and I would like to see it see it through to the end. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Mandy Horsey. Let's see. I think we have some weak marigold decoction. Let's drink that. Oh, I wanted doing the quick finger thing. My bad. So, field crossbow. Move to horse. And slow. Okay, we have some guards out here.
I'll have to find another vet.
You can't just sack me, steward. I got this job from Ulrich von Neuhaus.
But I can make sure he knows how you run the place. That's the 5th yucca who got scrushed in here.
This is some jiggery-pokery.
Be quiet. And now clear off.
Is that so?
You can't just walk around the mine.
You're a Christian of Pisek?
I am. What do you need?
Kunzlin Ruthard sent me. About Via Argentum.
I see. But I'm afraid I don't have good news for Sir Kunzling. I haven't made much progress regarding the matter we discussed. I just don't have the time to investigate. I'm always needed somewhere, and there's always someone following me around.
That's so. Can I help with the investigation? New DLC for War Tales coming out as well, says Panda. Yeah. I have my eyes on that as well.
Well, that's why I'm here. I'll help you with your investigation.
Excellent. You'd be pulling a thorn from my side. What's your name?
Henry.
All right. Listen up, Henry. Nobody can know I'm looking into it. It's a very dangerous game, but hopefully I don't need to tell you that.
Lord Ruthard mentioned something of the sort.
Excellent. Excellent. You don't happen to come from a family of miners or smelters, do you?
Smiths? Father was a blacksmith.
My father was a blacksmith.
It's a fine craft. But it won't teach you much about silver mining and processing. I'll be happy to tell you everything you need to know. Now, follow me, please. We need to talk somewhere in private.
Okay. Mining efficiency. Wait, we go and add sign of this vicinity? That looks kind of suspicious, if you ask me. Where are we heading, Master Pishik? Interesting. No button to just follow him this time? Thank you for asking, Piano. Progressing.
Where should I start looking?
Straight to the point. I like that. We know for a fact the silver must be getting lost somewhere on its way to the mint.
Okay.
That means it would be best to discreetly inspect all operations and find out where the problem is. First of all, you should ask miners from every shift how many corvs they mine in a day. After that, we'll compare the numbers to the mine record books and see.
But the yields aren't the same every day, right?
True. That's why we have to focus on one particular day. For example, the other day, on the Feast of St. Petronilla, Foreman Fett was beaming and bragging to me about how much it helped. I mean, mined out.
So the Feast of St. Petronilla.
I'm supposed to ask about the Feast of St. Petronilla?
It was just a few days ago. I reckon it'll be fresh in their memory. Nevertheless, the miners are a strange bunch. They might not be very forthcoming at first, and they have an odd way of speaking. Like calling each other Sonny, however old they are. Or... But you'll hear for yourself. You should pretend to be really interested in them, and maybe they'll open up to you. You could be a scholar writing a treatise on silver mining. Or perhaps a nobleman interested in buying a mine. Or just say I'm your distant uncle who's initiating you into the ins and outs of my job. It's up to you.
I'll be a rich nobleman.
I'll behave like a true nobleman.
Suit yourself. Just don't change your story so you don't arouse suspicion. But to the point, each day 3 shifts work in the shaft. Each has its foreman, or gaffer, as they say. The first shift is led by Frank, the second by Paul,
gaffer,
and the third by Samko. You'll have to ask each one of them how many corvs they mined. Samko's hewers should be off work now. You'll find the other 2 shifts in the mine. Take this, so the guards will let you in. It's a letter of safe conduct bearing my seal, allowing you free movement within the mine.
And what are you going to do?
I'll return to the estate to do my job. What else? I reckon they must be wondering where I am by now. Once you find out how many corvs the 3 shifts mined on the Feast of St. Petronilla, return to me. We'll compare that number to the entry in the mine book. And don't forget, don't draw attention.
Fair enough, I'll try. I'll try. By the way, I know your brother, Peter.
By the way, I've had the honor of meeting your brother, Peter.
Well, well. Small world.
He was a great help to us at Suchdol.
Even though we had some disagreements, I respect him for everything he succeeded in doing. If it weren't
Peter
for him,
Capybara.
I'd never have been able to do what I do.
Okay. That's all. I don't want to know anything specifically about mining. Good, we have to talk to the foreman citizen. Find out about the mines. Samog and Sony. Pound swords. Okay. Change the story every time for the miners. Got it. Ow! Wrong way. Standard the fly. Is it not here? Is it below me? Fair enough. Wrong direction then. The ladder over here, like an air shaft. Dangerous to fall in. I can't recall who said he's free? Frank? And his sonnies? Ooh. It's not Frank. The mine. Find out about Samke. I think if there was Samke. Then. Samke must be then at the estate. Blacksmith. Hey, Mr. Blacksmith, what do you have? By the way, so by the by. Old swords, Italian things, carpenter's axe, decorated sword. Who knows when we're gonna find this one?
I'm glad you found what you were looking for.
Be outside then. Palisades. Aha! Here they are, relaxing a little bit, playing some dice, probably. Foreman Samko.
Are you Foreman Samko?
Aye, I am. And who's asking?
My name is Henry. Steward Christian sent me to you. My family runs mines, so I came here to gain experience.
Why should I care? Didn't you see we're off graft?
Sir Christian told me to ask about anything that interests me, and that you'll tell me.
Ah, Sonny, I'm so tired. I haven't even got the strength for gabbing. I wouldn't mind having a game of dice, but minus rules. Then I'll tell you everything. What'd you say?
Okay, so game of dice. Okay, let's be miners then.
Let's do it. I don't think I've played miners with a real miner before.
See? Kidder. There's a first time for everything. Let's crack on. Let the groschen roll.
Let the groschen roll. So, Devil's Handler do even balance. Good luck.
Oh, Fortuna, may the best player win.
So 1,500. Okay. Oh, you are not in luck, my friends, because we're starting straight up with 600 points, and I'm gonna score and pass. Let's see there. What do you got? 2 ones. He's gonna grab one. 1-1 to reroll. That's clever.
Oh, come on.
And he busted? Ooh. Chances were very low for that to happen. So, I am missing a 2. 6, 5, 4, 3. And it would be a 2. It's a shame. It's a shame. Grab that one even die and score and continue. Reroll all the others.
You silly doggy.
Nothing worse.
We bust it. Well, oh boy. 650. You caught up? Not bad. Not bad. What about here? 2 4s, 2 2s, 1 5, and a 6. I can only grab the 5. Score and pass. Score and continue. Let's see. 3 1s? No. Just 1 1. Gonna grab the 1 1. We gotta score and continue.
Have you lost your mind? You're gonna lose everything.
Maybe, but I have to. There is another 1. And the 5. Yeah, I'm gonna score and pass this. 300 points at least. Oh boy, straight up.
My God, I'm done.
Wait, he's not rolling onwards? You were about to win, mister. You were about to win. So, scoring continue. See one over there. Lucky die.
Let it be now. I want to play
Let
too.
it be. Let it be. I think it's a bust. No, we have 1 5 in there. That's 250. Yeah. Score and pass.
See? You can do it. Keep it up.
Unless he's not busting again, we are in deep trouble. Yeah. Ha! He won.
Money. Great game, sonny.
Now will you tell me what I want to know?
Aye, ask away.
So, what is the work of the miner?
What is the work of a miner about?
Aye, that's a good question, Mara. Mostly about Alkin. Any yakker will tell you that. But proper rest is even more important than graft. You're as weak as a midgie without it.
Okay. How do you rest?
So how do you rest?
Depends. Some have a kip. Some a swally. Some go whoring. As for me, I play dice.
Okay. How do you mine?
How do you mine ore?
Either we're on hard rock, and then no one's hewing shit. Or we're hewing something soft, and then it goes grand. Only then there's not much silver in the ore, and you've got to smelt the shit out of it.
How much do you make?
How much do you make doing this?
Don't even get me started. The chink's bad, and it's getting worse. Half a grosh and a cough is no.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I love the accent, by the way, this having. So weird. How much did you mine on the Feast of San Petronilla?
How many cores did you mine on, say, the Feast of St. Petronilla?
I can tell you exactly. All the yakkers were working, and we were getting along nicely. We managed to hulk 34 corves without
34.
skimping on hame time. First time in ages, that was.
That's all I need to know.
If you need out else, feel free to drop by.
Thank you kindly. 33 of ore odds. He delivered. There's the entrance to the mine. Greetings, gods. Oh, this gives me déjà vu nostalgia hits from back in the days. Back in the days. Kingdom Come Deliverance 1. See some people over here. Foreman Frank. Hey Frank, what's going on?
Foreman Frank?
What you looking for, Sonny? Can't you see we're hewing?
Sir Christian of Pisek sent me. My name is Henry of Scalitz. Our family rented a mine, so I came to gain experience.
A nobleman in the pit? I'll be damned. But you can't just amble around. You'll count your creels.
I'll just have a few questions.
The more we gab, the less we gar. But make it snappy, man. What do you want to know, like?
What do I want to know, like? What's the work of a miner about?
What is the work of a miner really about?
What's it about? Bugger all, kidder. No great shakes. We gans through the roads, Bella. Hewing off from rock in the dark and breathing in the stithe.
How do you mine the ore? Should have told them a different story now.
How exactly do you mine ore?
Bloody hell. Have you never seen a yakka graph, kidder? You take a kevel and ding away at the rock till it crumbles. And if you keep ganning at it for a couple of years and don't croak from the stithe, then you'll keel over from exhaustion or get scrushed by the ceiling of the road you're hewing.
How does it work it up?
How do you get the ore outside?
Same way it's hewed, in the dark and in coves. On top of that, you spend a lot of the bloody time on all fours. Once you get out by with the cough, you get a tally, and you can get back in by.
What? How much you make?
How much do you get for your work?
I'll tell you, man. Them deputies up at bank make a howfin' pile of chink. But us buggers, the ones doing all the graft, we earn a pittance.
Can you give me a more specific number?
Sometimes, not even half a grosh and a cough. That's near way to make a living, man.
Okay. How much do you mine on the Feast of St.
I wonder, how much do you mine in a day?
That depends on how much ore you howk out of this or that face. It varies.
How much did you mine, say, on the Feast of St. Petronilla?
Listen, kidder. Aren't you a bit too curious? Nobleman or not, you don't need to know that.
You don't defy a nobleman.
You should know you can't defy a nobleman. I'll mention your disobedience to Sir Christian, or to the Mint Master. Then you can start looking for another job.
Out but that, sir. I couldn't just leave me marrows. It would break their hearts. And maybe their necks too. Who'd keep an eye on them? I'll tell you everything. It was a good gar on the Feast of St. Petronilla. Our yakkers hewed 36 corves.
Thanks.
36.
Nah, thank ye. Now leave us to hew, Mara. We've got a lot of graft ahead of us.
The other one was 34, now 36. So 34, 36. That ends. Hello, Mr. Miner. Looking for the foreman. But we are slowly getting to him. I hope at least that we go in the right path. Ooh, our boots are getting wet. Where are you? Woman Pavel, there you are. What? Why are you praying? Oh, they crushed some people of yours.
Are you Foreman Paul?
Hey! You walk like a ghost, kidder.
It's Pavel.
You gave me a bit of a fright there. Hold on. I don't know ye. Who are you? And what are you doing so deep in the pit?
My name's Henry. Sir Christian sent me. I'm a nobleman, and I'm interested in the operation of the mines. Are you praying? Why?
The day before the Feast of St. Petronilla, a kidder was hawking here. Young jaybird, a young'un, still wet behind the ears. We dinged the berg, set it ablaze, all good. He took a mell, battered the fault, and the props spangued out. It all came crashing down on him. Done him right in it, did.
That's awful. I'm sorry about your friend.
He weren't just me marrow. He were my blood. I raised him from a nipper since my sister died. He kept begging me to take him on a shift, saying he was as strong as a horse. Wouldn't have taken her like. And now, how can he forgive myself?
I mean, it's not your fault. There's no pain in heaven.
There's no more pain in heaven. Don't be so hard on yourself.
You're right. I hope the Lord has welcomed the poor lad into the kingdom of heaven. Will you pray with me for his soul one last time?
I'll pray with you.
Aye. I'll pray with you.
You're a canny lad. Repeat after me. Almighty and merciful God, our Father, you are the giver of gold, silver, bronze, copper, tin,
Almighty and
iron,
merciful God,
all
our
ores
Father,
and metals.
you are the giver
I ask
of
that you
gold,
bless me brother
silver,
who has died in this
bronze,
mine.
copper,
I wouldn't be
tin,
able to recite
iron,
his soul from
and all
directly.
ores and
Bring his
metals.
soul to
I ask that
eternal
you bless my
glory through our
brother,
Lord,
who has
our
died in
Saviour
this
and
mine.
Redeemer, Jesus
And may your
Christ.
holy angels save his soul from
The angel of the
damnation.
Lord declared
Bring his
to
soul
Mary,
to eternal
she
glory
conceived the Holy
through our
Spirit.
Lord,
Hail
our
Mary.
Saviour and
Mary
Redeemer,
said,
Jesus
Behold,
Christ.
I am the handmaid of
Amen.
the Lord. Be it done unto me according to thy word. Hail Mary. And the word was made flesh and dwelt among us. Hail Mary. Pray for us, O Holy Mother of God, that we may be made worthy of the promises of Christ. Pour forth, we beseech thee, O Lord, thy grace into our hearts.
Enough of this.
Are you going to answer me now?
Aye. Thanks for praying with me. Ask a boot out.
Ask about out. What's the work of a
What's
miner
the
about?
work of a miner about?
What it's about? It's about you in the face and hauling the ore to the bank in coves. Over and over again. Proper graft, that. Can be real dodgy, mind. Might even do you in.
Are deaths in the mine common?
Death's in the mine common.
Aye. But every death in the shaft is a waste. Whether it's in a crumple or black damp. Unfortunately, we still bury a yakka or two a month, you know. That's life like.
How's the ore mined?
How is the ore mined?
First, we have to survey the shaft and find ore. Then the place gets scored and set ablaze. We set up timber around. The hewers take their tools and start dinging rock and hewing ore. Nothing to it.
And how much you make?
How much do you make doing this?
Depends on how much
Big
we
interest.
hawk. How hard the rock is, how much ore's in it. It's not really worth it though. Half a grosh and a corf isn't much of a fight.
So how many corves did you mine, say, on the Feast of St. Petronilla?
That weren't a good day. Nobody was in the mood for ganning on after what happened to Jaybird. But even so, we managed to hawk 30 corves.
So
That's all I
34,
need to know.
36, 30 corves. Okay. Good. We have the numbers of what and how and how much. Oh boy. I hope I'm going in the right direction. We definitely crashed down there and died it. There's an air shaft. Hello, Mr. Miner. So, this looks good. I think we're closing in on the exits.
Excuse me.
Sorry. They want to push you off. Wow, we can wildly sprint forever nearly. Hello? in here. Oh, there you are. Christian. So, I found out the numbers.
I already know how many corvs the crews extracted on the Feast of St. Petronilla. It was 100 altogether.
I see. Meanwhile, I looked in the mine book. How many do you think it says there?
Less.
I'd guess it's less.
Then you'd be correct. The book lists 90 corvs extracted. That means 10 corvs of ore disappear each day. But nobody could just come along and take them. We keep a close watch on everything. The unreported corvs must be going out to smelting works with the rest of the ore. That means...
What does it mean?
that this is fraud of colossal proportions, and that Foreman Fett and Herman the ore merchant are in it up to their ears.
What about Vavak?
What about Vavak?
I still think the trail will lead us to him, but we know too little so far. You need to talk to Fett and Herman first. Being involved in the theft of silver is a capital crime, so it should be in their own interest to cooperate. Make sure to promise them no one will know about their crime. You can mention my name. When you've talked to them, come back to me and we'll figure out what to do next.
Okay. Does it mean I have to go back into the mine, or at least outside now? Ore merchant.
Gepriesen sei der Herr.
Gepriesen sei der. We need to talk.
We need to talk, Herman.
And who might you be?
Henry. But that's not important. Sir Christian sent me. We found some discrepancies in the mine book.
Discrepancies?
How do you explain that the miner has extracted 100 corves of ore on the Feast of St. Petronilla, but the book only says 90?
If it says 90, there must have been 90. The book does not lie.
Then someone else is lying.
In that case, someone else must be lying.
Or someone just cannot count. Why are you bothering me with this? Foreman Fett counts the corves here. Go and talk to him instead.
Don't tell me you don't count them too. You wouldn't pay for more corves than there really were.
Do you have any idea how much ore passes through my hands? How am I supposed to remember how many there were ausgerechnet on the Fest of St. Petronilla? Besides, miners can lie and say they extracted more than they did.
We never mentioned
They like to
Petronilla.
show off.
All three crews agreed to report more. I seriously doubt that.
Also, your story doesn't add up.
Your story doesn't add up, Herman. We found out. Simple as that. Don't try to outsmart me and Sir Christian.
I am not trying to do anything. It was Fett's idea. He came to me saying we were going to deliver more corves to the smelters than we would report, and I would get paid for it. It was going well. I have always paid for what we put in the book. Then I got some geld from Fett on the side. On the Feast of St. Petronilla, I was afraid they would be able to tell the difference. 10 corves is 10 corves after all. Nobody at the smelting works cared at all. I am sure they are in on it too.
How long is this going on for?
How long has this been going on?
Several months.
Months?
Maybe half a year. About since Sigismund arrived.
Is Vavak behind this?
Is Ulrich Vavak behind this?
The Mint Master? I have no idea. I am a mere assayer. I have never even met Vavak.
Okay. Active, nothing happened.
So Christian and I agreed to investigate the matter in secret. So just act like nothing's going on. Keep doing what you're doing. We don't want to scare off the people who are actually responsible. Understand?
Yeah, I understand. I will be as silent as the grave.
You should be, otherwise you are the grave. Fellow housewife. That's a word?
A word, Foreman.
Who are you, and what do you want?
I'm Henry, but that's not important. Sir Christian sent me. I need to discuss a delicate matter with you.
Don't tell me one of the yakkers shat all over the outhouse in the yard again.
I'm afraid it's a little worse than that. We found some discrepancies in the mine book.
Let Sir Christian handle it then. They're his books, and his responsibility too.
Well, he's sending me. But you count the corpse.
You're the one counting the corves of ore.
Your point being?
I learned that the miners extracted no less than 100 corves on the Feast of St. Petronilla, but the mine book says 90.
Do you think the yakkers know how to count? They're blockheads, and they like to show off. I'm sure they just exaggerated. Anyway, what's it to you? Did the steward send you to snoop around? Don't you know? I work for Vavek, the mint master himself. I'm under his protection.
Aye, there's no point in denying it. Herman told me everything.
Bloody snitch.
You're just a small fry.
But like him, you have nothing to be afraid of. You're a small fry. It's obvious there's some bigger fish involved. And that's what interests me.
Alright, I'll tell you what I know. As soon as I was made head gaffer, Amara, who works at the smelting works in Grund, came to me. He said someone wanted to talk to me. One of them. So I met this fella in the tavern in Grund, and he told me how it all works. How to cook the books like. He told me the trick was not to report some of the extracted ore, and transport it secretly to the smelters, along with the rest. He made it very clear, if I didn't play along, I could have an accident. There was nothing I could do.
Who's that fella?
Who was that fella from the smelter who came to you?
He never told me his name, even when I asked. He's a tall bloke, stocky, pockmarked. I don't scare easy, but this bloke was terrifying.
How long has this been going on?
How long has this been going on?
For some time now, definitely. I heard even former head gaffer Kircher was in on it too.
Where can I find him?
You can't ask Kircher any questions. He fell down a shaft. They say he was drunk. But I don't think it was an accident.
I don't think so either. Who gives you money?
Who pays you on the side? You have to pay the miners for what they actually extracted.
I get the extra chink from the smelting works. It's enough for the yakkers and for Herman.
Is Vavak behind this?
Do you think the mint master, Ulrich Vavak, is behind this?
I don't know. I've got naught bad to say about Vavak. He treats me canny whenever he shows up. He says if Christian gives us hassle, he'd sooner replace him than me. He really said that. The mint master himself.
All right. Just carry on as if nothing's happened. No one must find out we know about the fraud. Christian won't give you any trouble, nor will anyone else. Is that clear?
Clear as a bell, Mara. I'll be silent as the grave.
If that works, we'll see. We'll see. Hard to tell. Hard to tell if it works or not. So... Let's tell Christian of our conclusion here. Let's see what he has to say. Christian. I'll talk to Fett and Herman.
I talked to Fett and Herman.
And? Did they confess?
They did. I mean, I made them. It's just as we thought. The trail leads to the smelting works.
Did you tell them to keep quiet and act as if nothing's happening?
I did.
Let's see what we've got so far. Those 10 unreported corves leave for the smelting works from here. If silver's going missing, that's where it must be happening. You'll have to go and look around, and talk to the owner, Buresh. I reckon that'll be tricky, though.
How so?
Buresh is a very cautious and clever man. I reckon he won't be happy to have someone snooping around his property. But he's the only one who can give you permission to walk round the smelting works without the guards bothering you.
Something like your letter of safe conduct? How can I persuade him to give me one?
Like I said, it won't be easy. Nevertheless, I found a way you could gain his trust, at least a little. You'll pretend to be a nobleman interested in buying some smelting works, who'd like to get a closer look at his operation.
I've already passed myself off as a nobleman here, so it won't be new to me.
But be careful. Baresh won't be as easily fooled as the simple pitman here. You'll have to dress like a real nobleman. That means no plate armor, or, God forbid, bloody rags. But listen, don't carry a weapon. Baresh has a morbid fear of someone threatening him. That's why he has a bodyguard with him at all times. You must come to him dressed to the nines and act impeccably, so as not to arouse the slightest suspicion. In short, be charismatic as you can manage.
Okay. What should I know about smelting works?
What else should I know about the smelting works before I go?
In the smelting works, ore from the mines is crushed, ground, and then smelted. They extract silver along with all sorts of other materials from it. Then they give part of the silver to the king for the minting of groschen and sell off the rest, along with the other materials, to craftsmen.
And what should I know about Baresh?
What should I know about this Baresh before I talk to him?
He's the slyest fox of them all.
Let's hope
he
so,
comes
Golden.
from somewhere
Let's
in
hope so.
Moravia, and he moved to Kuttenberg a few years ago. He started to prosper soon after, and not even Sigismund's arrival stopped him. He quickly joined his side. Now he's doing better and better. But whether that means he's involved in something shady, who knows?
Okay. Gotta go.
I got it. I'm ready to go.
Here, I've written you a letter of introduction to take with you and give to Baresh. I reckon he won't be thrilled, but he won't turn you down. Ask him discreetly, in passing, how many corves he took from our mines on the feast of Saint Petronilla. If my guess is correct, it should be 90. It still doesn't prove anything, but at least it'll give us a clue. You could get something out of the workers. One of them is bound to know something. When you're in the smelting works, keep your eyes peeled. I'm sure something is going on there. Good luck, Henry.
Thank you kindly, Christian. Thank you kindly. And so with our new task of finding out who is behind the lost ore of silver, set out to the world, trying to find a conclusion to the story. I thank all of you who are joining us here for Kingdom Come Deliverance, our Let's Play.
I'm always glad to see
I'll hold here and prepare for the interview with the developer of Burden of Command. And go into a 10 minutes pause break to set everything up and have the game ready and the code ready. So, thanks a lot for tuning in. See you in the next episode for those up here on the tiers. Don't forget to like and subscribe and leave a comment down below.